This tank has quickly become one of my absolute favorite possessions. There's a pretty interesting story behind it. Stay tuned to find out. Alright, to tell the story of this little tank, we have to go back to the aquatic experience. This is some footage that I got of these display tanks in the back of the event. These are all Dennerle tanks, and they were all scaped by Chris Lukhaup. Chris is somebody that I was fortunate enough to become friends with over that weekend, and on Saturday morning, he pulled me to the side and he took me back there and he said, I want you to look at these tanks and I want you to pick one and I want you to take it home with you. Now, of course, this was a huge honor for the Shrimp King to give me a tank that he had scaped. I was so excited. I looked at all of them and I had my heart set on one, which is the one that you're looking at right there. And then I went to Chris and I said, all right, I know which one I want, but I think I want you to pick it, because since you scaped these tanks, it's going to be more important to me knowing that you picked it. And well, I got lucky, because he actually picked the same one that I was looking at, which is the one that you see right there with the gorgeous beta in there. And yes, I did end up bringing that beta home with me too. Another unexpected surprise. So this is something that I was completely obsessed with over the entire weekend. I kept going back there to check on it like a new parent checking on their newborn. I was just so infatuated with this thing. But then, unfortunately, disaster struck. So after all of that, after the event, after everything was winding down and Lisa and I were waiting to get the 75 that she won in the raffle, JH Aquatics runs up and he says, John, there's been a horrible thing that's happened. They tore your tank completely down. All right, I mean, hey, you know what? I wasn't expecting to get something like that anyway. But then something really cool happened. He said, but don't worry, because Chris is going to scape a new one for you. So I ran back there, and Chris scaped this one for me right there in front of me, and I got it all on video, so let's take a look. The tank was being taken down. They didn't realize that I was taking it with me, and it all got all dumped out. So now Chris is going to escape a tank for me again.
And we found the plants.
Yeah, they got returned.
They got returned.
They were put in the same spot that we went through, and they were sitting there.
Okay. So I will escape your tank now.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
So I will use this soil. Coming out.
So all that stone's gone too. Oh, it's all back there.
Yeah, I will have them, I will take them, and I will reuse them. I like to use a lot of soil to make the small tank look bigger. Because if you have the perspective, you know, if you put more in the back, then if you are in the front, it's steeper, yeah.
Okay.
Always do that in a nano tank, you know. There you go. And this is the scaper soil that has also a little bit of fertilizer. It's not like the Shrimp King soil that has less fertilizer, because here, if you have a aquascape, of course both go with shrimps. You don't have to be afraid that the fertilizer could kill. No, but this is more specially for planted tanks. Let's see, we have to find the right one. I always use at least 3 rocks. If one rock is really great, then you can use just one, but it should be like 3, never 4. 3, 5, or 7.
Odd numbers all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we need... Volker, hast du die Pinzette? we need a pincer to put these things in there.
Wow, these booths come down quick.
There you go. Use this one to put the plants inside. You pick it like that, have it like that, and then you just put it inside. And with this one, hold it there. You can hold it like that, and then it stays there. Okay? We have a lot of this. This is Pusilla. It's a foreground plant.
A foreground plant?
Yes, it's don't grow so tall, so. But the plants with the CO2, they should grow. If we put a lot of plants in there, like we will do now, we will put it nearly completely full. The plants will take over in like 3-4 weeks. It will be totally like full grown, like a lawn, you know. And this is what we want. It needs to look like you have a garden in front of the hill. Of course the aquarium is not clean now because it was used.
That's okay.
But then when you put water inside, you can clean a little bit.
Are these going to be wet enough for the transport home, or should I still put something in there to keep them?
No, it will be okay. I will put a little bit of, I will spray them a little bit. They will be okay. And they are wet, so we will cover it with something, and then it's not a problem. It's quick, you see? I mean, I need like 15 minutes for something like that.
For you?
Yeah. Just have to see the... And if you put a lot of plants, you don't need that long time to that the aquarium grows like totally. You have to be very careful when you put water inside them. Because just like drop for drop. So don't. You can put some tissue here, and then put the water slowly in.
Okay.
Because the grass, this Lukhaup Pusilla, need a while to grow in the soil, you know, so you don't want that it floats.
And the CO2 is the critical part.
Well, CO2 helps the plant growing, but it's not the critical part. I mean, it's like the nutrition for the plant. And you can really go hard on the plants, they will survive that. You don't have to be afraid that you hurt them or something. You see them, and you can trim them from time to time. If they grow too high, they will grow about this. You can go there with the scissors and trim them. Gabi, haben wir Wasser? Ein bisschen? Nur zum Besprühen. Vielleicht Sprudel, dann kann ich da. Oder Sprudel, ja. So we really put a lot of. You see, with this one, you go like that. And then it will keep it moist for your trip. See?
Gotcha.
But we have a lot of plants here. If you want, you can take them all home and try yourself. Go and take the tank that your girlfriend won, and just put these plants there.
So what is the? Is there going to be taller one? You had some some plants that grew taller in before.
Yes, I will put them here in the back.
That was going to be my question. Yeah.
Yeah, because the taller plants, they always go to the back because of the perspective of everything. You know, you don't want to put tall plants in the front because then everything will be covered up. But if you have something like this, right, you put that here, so it will grow about this, and it gives you the perspective as well. And then you put the hang-on filter. Maybe we even put some more rocks there. I have to see what I find, because now this is a quick shot. For the other one, I had a little bit more time to be creative, so we can put it in every corner. So you can press it a little bit so they don't float when you put water inside. This is how you go. So let me see. Even could put some anubias here. This would also work. You know this plant, right?
Yes.
It's up to you. What would you like?
I mean, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, man. This is your thing. I am not going to question you at all.
Oh, you should always question. Always,
Well,
always.
but I'm not going to. I don't know anything. You know it all, so I'm going to let you be the one that decides what's going on here.
Okay.
I trust you. I respect you. I want it to.
You can have even some moss. You see, we put that in there, and it will grow out of there.
Is that going to like bond itself to these rocks?
Probably,
Is it like
yes.
almost like a vine?
Yeah, I put it. You see, as stuff in there.
Okay.
Well, that's so good. We had no moss before, so now we have it.
That's a bonus.
And you know what? I have another thing here, a very nice plant. This is the Anubias bonsai. This is very rare. You see, that it stays small. It stays very small.
Okay.
So maybe we put that just here and here. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why not? Maybe you have to fix them a little better then, but I will go quick now. Yeah. See, already it's a little bit more interesting if you do that. Here, and we have even more perspective now that we have one more plant here. And it's a very rare plant. You don't find that here in the US too often. So I'm happy that you take it.
I'm thrilled.
See, the little mountain is nearly done.
Yes.
I found even this one. Look,
Oh, look at that.
we can hide this behind. We can put it like that, or like here.
Never right in the middle, though, right? Yeah, I like that.
One more. And this one we will stick, hopefully, in here. Or here. Yes, it's okay.
Yes, it is.
I found them. They're a bit smashed, but hopefully they will recover because they look still okay. Yeah, this should be okay. It will take a while, especially from the cryptocorynes. The leaves will disappear and then everything will regrow. But here, it's in fact this is a tissue plant, tissue cultured plant. So the plant thinks it is underwater. So in this case, the leaves will not disappear.
Okay.
That's the good thing.
But if they do, I shouldn't panic.
No,
I should
no,
just let it
they will
stay.
not, because it should be tissue cultured, so they should not disappear. So the higher growing plants, they always go to the back, of course.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I was going to love it anyway. You could have put one stone
Thing and they teared it down, so I was like, no! I could, you know, if I was at home now, I would take this out again, put more soil here so it comes up to here, so you have even more depth. And maybe I will do it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this is how
It has to be perfect, huh?
it has to be a little bit perfect, not very perfect, but you know what? I think there's the soil. Schippen. Und die Frage ist, ob wir die auf unsere Paletten tun können.
Yeah, somewhere, because like they just need to go. Not enough people showed up. I've got shirts left over. The next event we'll give them away again. But like I don't have a corporate account, and it's going to cost me $500 to ship them here. If we just put them on a pallet with other stuff that's going, it'll be a lot cheaper.
Do you just need somewhere to store them?
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, I could put them in the back of my truck.
But it also depends, like, when we do another event at some point, how do they get back here? Or
Well, I
I did that to Rob last year.
I can pretty much guarantee I'll be here next year. I don't know if I'm going to be at any of the others.
What, will you have room for like 5 boxes of shirts?
He has such a big house, I saw the other
Well,
day.
I meant in the truck, he's got to get the aquarium.
I forgot about the tank. Yeah, that's. It's only a little 6-foot bed. I don't know if we would, to be honest with you.
I just don't want to spend like another $500 to ship shirts around. Yeah, it's more than one box. It's like this much area. It's probably like 5 boxes of shirts. All right. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that looks so much more full back there now. I love it. But he's going to continue training.
It is a quickie. Okay. And now we can put some tissue on it and it will stay like that and we'll cover it totally and you can carry it home like that. And it will hopefully be okay.
So here it is, the finished product, about 3 weeks after bringing it home from the aquatic experience. What Chris ended up doing was spraying it down. We did not fill it up with water, obviously, to transport it home, but we stuffed a bunch of paper towels that were wet and bags and stuff like that in there to hold everything still and keep it all wet for the transport home. We didn't end up getting home till almost 1 o'clock in the morning that morning. So it was good that we did that. I did fill it up right away when I got home. And you can see the plants have really come up. I know they're not perfect. I know there's a lot of work that needs to be done in here, but this is something new to me. And I picked his brain almost the entire weekend about how to take care of this tank because I am new to plants. The only thing I know how to do with plants is kill them. But I think that this is going to turn out to be okay. I've been working on it quite a bit, just trimming stuff and taking out little dead leaves and stuff like that. And I've been working hard on this little thing and I'm pretty proud of it. I know it's not perfect. We are going through kind of an algae stage right now, but it's something that's very special to me. And I'm going to keep taking care of it every single day. And I guess it's about time to start trimming the plants down on the bottom. You also see there that gorgeous betta fish. I was so excited to bring that home. Maybe you can tell me what kind of betta that is, because I don't even really know. I just know that he is gorgeous and I absolutely love him. You also see the sponge, intake sponge there on a very, very small aquatop hang on the back filter, which I actually bought at the show from Flip Aquatics. You also see over on the right a big giant wine glass that also has a piece of that stone in it, and the I forget the name of the plant, but that was another little funny thing that Chris put together and gave to me. And I mean, of course I wasn't going to say no. So we're actually planning on, when that starts to go bad, we're going to put the plants into Lisa's tank and provide kind of a ground cover there. So there it is. I am so excited about this little tank. I can't tell you how happy I am with it. It's a lot of work for this little teeny tank, but it is very much worth it. And to know that I have a tank in my home that was scaped by somebody like Chris Lukhaup. I mean, I don't know how to aquascape, and he is a legend at it. It just makes it even more thrilling. So can't say enough about how happy I am to be able to call him a friend, and how honored I am to have a tank that he scaped in my office. It's a beautiful thing. I hope you enjoyed it too. I learned a lot from him that day. I still have a lot of learning to do, but he was able to teach me quite a bit, just little tricks and things like that about keeping these fancy aquascaped tanks, something that I am absolutely not familiar with, but I'm learning. And if I pick up anything along the way, I will be happy to share it with you. I don't know that I'll ever be called an expert in this, but if I know something and I can share it with you, I'd be happy to do it. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching this. Thanks again to Chris. What a thrill that was, and I cannot wait to see him again next year at the Aquatic Experience, unless we run into him somewhere else. Who knows? But thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget, folks, these fish, these things that you're looking at, these fancy aquariums, these are not just decorations. They are living things. You need to do your job and take care of your fish and your plants. We'll see you next time.